We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. That's caught down the field by Palmer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time.
Here we go, here we go.
A first carry for Rachaad White. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
They go right back to White here on first down. Into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rachaad White, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From the 31, here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Garoppolo. It's caught. This is White. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Bucs at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now back to the ground game with White, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't want to put some points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. They'll look to throw here. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Lance. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bucs 44.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Buccaneers 10, Saints nothing.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go. Cycle. Ready?
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter. And
oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
They start to drive with White. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll try the right side here with White. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game. And now it brings up fourth down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards. Throwing on first down is Lance. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 13-7.
13. Saints 7. Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that 1st-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
1st down, here's White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Lance now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. He completes it to Olave. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
White, field, black, blue, check. Green, cap.
Here's Lance to throw it. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Working from the gun, Lance. He lets it go deep for Olave. And his pass is intercepted for the...
This nigga Trey Lance sucks. Goodness. This nigga can't make no throw.
So
Your God, trash, man.
up on a 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying.
I know you just throw it straight to the defender. Hell.
Extra yardage, it almost feels like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Evans here. Working down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Here's White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Again, this is White. And he will
I thought he scored there.
as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs,
Here we go.
when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either call pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The Lance going to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up with safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on the free kick. And that's a big mistake.
Here we go.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw on target to Godwin here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They run straight ahead here with White. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Here we go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Going right side is White. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Johnson. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Lance wants to change him up. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. Olave holds it in. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Hey, come on,
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
As his old friend remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Lance. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Lance looking to throw it. Setting up the screen for Miller.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Lance back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
How the hell did the time stop?
It looks like they'll move things around here. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And there is nowhere for him to... He's taken down in the backfield. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
97.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Work to do here with the crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. Buying time is left. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Back to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Lance. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Now Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as one on this one and was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for two there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Garoppolo. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he'll have a quick 1st down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Here's 2nd down. On the give, it's White. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for 1 more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off. But they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football.
His ball is supposed to be right here, bro. He literally just underthrows it. Like, that's a 6'5" receiver. I like to read. But he got to throw it where it's supposed to be. And then this play wasn't on him, but I don't know what the hell Chris Olave was doing. Like, this is a linebacker. Just get by the nigga. Like, what the hell are you doing? I'm thinking right here he's gone, right? So I'm throwing it. And instead, he jukes. He like does one more stutter step, which allows him to like go underneath. I don't understand. I thought that when he came out of that, he's going into his move. So it's a linebacker. He's going to hit this and score, right? Or at least get good yardage. And instead, he literally gets out of that and then fakes it again. And I wasn't anticipating it. Whatever. I'm not really blaming that one on him. That was a whack pass. Whatever. For me, do this yourself. I gotta do this for me. Just let him walk right past. I'm not throwing this because my offensive lineman is right here, so I'm expecting him to like touch him. If I'm thinking that he doesn't touch him, dog, clearly I throw it, but he's right here and runs away. So there that is. I'm a boy, if you ain't that,